Yeah, like I said before, that red pill stuff, a lot of stuff is just regurgitated now. So I think that's really why it died. Like half of the stuff that people talk about is so regurgitated. Like I don't think that there's anything new that you can introduce, any new concept that you can introduce in the red pill space. Like you're basically just regurgitating. Like you're just talking to different girls, but you're saying the same stuff. You're just echoing the same stuff. Like, all right, nobody wants to date a porn star. Nobody wants to date an OnlyFans girl. Nobody wants to date a girl who won't accept a plumber or an electrician. You know, you're not going to accept those guys. You want the guy that's in the top 1%. You're not going to get it because you ain't nothing. There's a lot of girls out there. You ain't a 10. You think you're a 10, but you're really a 5 on the best day. Like it's like the stuff it was okay at first, but again, a lot of the stuff, yeah, you don't want a girl with a high body count. Like we've heard it all before. And it's like, again, all these shows that are still talking to these women, the Fresh and Fit style shows, like, it's boring now. It's boring. We've heard it all. There's nothing new that you're going to bring to the space. So like I said, like that stuff it's done now. Like it was cool during the pandemic, but it also did some damage because it brought a lot more incels into the space, thinking that they can talk to women any sort of way, and thinking that they're going to get away with half of the awkward and creepy stuff that the dudes do and say. Like I said, I learned a lot about society. Like I'm glad that I was already married at the time, because I feel like the dating world has gotten so much worse now that more guys know their worth. And more women are not accepting, what's given to them. And they still want more. Like I feel like even though all these shows, you talk to women and try to, talk some sense into them in the overall message, not trying to demean them, but for the women who are, quote unquote delusional and trying to talk some sense into them, like look, baby girl, like you may not get that man who's making $500,000, a year, right? Like maybe that's not obtainable for you. Maybe you need to lower your standards. Like those type of women who just don't get it, like they're still not going to get it because overall that's what they want and what they feel like they deserve, right? But again, you can only say that to so many women. Like if you're not going to get it, you choose not to get it, then that's just what it is. But I don't think that there's anything new that you're going to be able to bring to any of these spaces. That's why I don't watch any of that content anymore. I'm just like, whatever, bro. Like every now and then, I'll laugh and chuckle at some things, like somebody being dumb, delusional, thinking that they can get somebody that's not truly on their level, who's not attracted to them. But it's over now, man. It's over. Nah, did you see the one girl saying if her bill makes $400K at Walmart, being a cat, what? Oh, no. Gender war, grifting, ruined dating. I mean, said that, that era is over. There's still some people still doing their thing, but, during the pandemic, hey, them dudes were getting a lot of money, man. Them dudes were getting a lot of money out here, especially since we were all locked up. So I ain't mad at them for getting their money, but like I said, that stuff is over to me, man. That stuff is over for me. Fresh and Fit is a rage outlet for a lot of guys. That is true. It's really a rage outlet. It was really a rage outlet. It's like, let me just get these issues off. Let me go ahead, donate $5, $10, $20, $100. Like, I'm gonna give this woman a piece of my mind. like, bro, all right, man. Like, whatever. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. Messed up, cat. Yeah. Like I said, man, I wish Kevin Samuels didn't go out how he went out, man. I really wanted to see like what his true goal was come to fruition. Cause like I said, I felt like he was the only one that like wasn't trying to do it for himself. Yeah, he was getting a lot of money doing it, but he was already making money. This just ended up being, a lucrative career for him before he passed away. And, he was actually trying to get people together, like, regardless of how you felt about how he, spoke to women and men. Because, like I said, we can't forget that he started off speaking to men, in that manner. But, he was trying to get people together. He was trying to do these meetups. He was trying to, like, get like-minded individuals that understood how the dating market works together. Like, I don't see anybody else doing that. Literally nobody else is doing that. Like we've seen again, like quote unquote, the Andrew Tate's try, but it was more of just a rich man's club. Like we just gonna go to other countries and just find all these women and just have sex parties. Like that's not the same. That's not the same at all. And nobody else is doing it, man. Like everybody else is just they're just like we're just gonna have panels. We're just gonna have panels. It's gonna be a couple of dudes and like six women, and we're just gonna berate them about how delusional they are for 2 or 3 hours. That's all it is. That's all it is. It literally nothing is copy and paste. Like I said, some of the stuff was funny, but a lot of that stuff again is just regurgitated bull. It's just with different outlets. That's all it is. We need more people like Kevin, the guy who wants the other dog to learn and grow. Yeah, like I said, that's really what I respected about Kevin Samuels, man. Yeah, that's all it is. He just wanted people to be more realistic. He wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. He just asked you a series of questions, and he wanted you to understand that, like, hey, if you're in this situation that hey, you aren't making that money, or if you are making that money, he wants somebody to be, quote unquote, on your level. Like, what are you doing to obtain that what you truly want? Like, all right, it's no problem with you wanting a guy who makes that kind of money, but you have to understand he may cheat on you because he's gonna have options. You need to understand that if he's making that money and you want to be a housewife, then you're not just gonna be sitting on your butt just reaping the benefits. Like you're gonna have to take care of the kids. You're gonna have to go and do things for him. How about you think about working for your husband instead of being a slave to the man? Like these are realistic things that like, hey, if you truly want these things, then you need to think about the consequences and you need to think about how you're going to get what you're getting. That's all that it was. And again, people made it, to be a more complicated situation, but it really wasn't complicated. If this is truly what you want, then you have to understand that not everything is going to be the way that you think it is. Like, it's no problem with trying to get that, but you have to understand these guys are rare and they probably don't want you because you're probably not even in those spaces in the first place. You're not even trying. You just think a guy just going to walk down the street who makes $500,000 a year and be like, hey, I want you. Like, no, that ain't how it works, bro. That ain't how it works. Yeah, the whatever pod is just a voice. Yeah, that's all it really is, just a white, fresh and fit. We need more people like Kevin, the guy who wants an underdog. Yeah, it's just, man. The guy live in a different country. They pay it, not like that at all. Like in Japan, the wife runs a home. The husband hands over all the money and takes an allowance while she handles all things in the house. Yeah. Yeah, the guys that want something too. Facts. Said mommy and dad always told you never go back and forth with a woman. It's not your way. And if somebody gives a cookie, they will take it. Yeah. So it's a lot, man. But like I said, I don't think we're ever going to get anybody like Kevin Samuels again. And it's unfortunate because I do want to see change because, like I said, I don't think that anybody is truly happy with the dating market now. I really don't think that anyone is truly happy with the dating market. A lot of people who I talk to, who I see, were like, "Yo, like don't get back out here, JG, because it ain't nothing out here for you." And they couldn't speak, more of the truth. Like I'm happily married. I do not see myself ever like wanting to get back out here. I'm good, man. I got 2 kids. I got a house. Like I'm straight. Like I'm straight. I think I got out at the perfect time because I don't want to deal with any of this mess. Like I wouldn't even know where to start, man. I wouldn't even know where to start trying to get out here and trying to have a conversation with a woman again. Like, cause who knows where her mind is now. Like it was already kind of rough, before I even met my wife. Cause like these women were tripping, bro. Like I ended up having to talk to like 3 or 4 women at the same time because a woman to just ghost you and you be like, yo, what I do? I did nothing, or at least in your mind, you did nothing. But the woman just felt like I just didn't want to talk to you anymore, or another guy popped up. Like, who knows, man? I don't know anybody's situation, but it was rough out here. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna find anybody. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna find anybody. And then the girls who I did mess with, like, it was just more of like just casual sex. I ain't wanna, like, I ain't see myself wifing really any of them. Maybe one before my wife, but I was like, nah, the other ones. Nah, not wifey material at all, man. Not wifey material at all. Culturally, America's messed up. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I mean, we got because we have so many different cultures here too, right? Like, 'cause we are one of the only countries that just has all of these different people from all different walks of life, just all trying to communicate with each other. And we all have different beliefs, whether it's your own beliefs or beliefs that are passed down hereditary. So it's just a huge mixing pot of different thoughts, different think pieces, different group think, different individual think. And we're all just clashing with each other. We're all just clashing with each other, and nobody is willing to compromise. Nobody's willing to take the sacrifice to get on the same page. And that's what it truly is. We're just all clashing with each other. And it's rough, man. It's super rough when, again, you can't even agree on, do you want kids? Do you know how asinine of an argument that is? Like, unless you have health conditions or something that is preventing you from having children, and I feel like it shouldn't be a huge complicated conversation to just ask somebody, hey, do you want kids? Yes or no. It doesn't have to be right now, but do you see kids in your future? Do you want to carry on a legacy? Yes or no. And people want to make this all complicated. I don't want kids right now. Like, I get it. Kids are super rough. Yes, I'm going through it again. So I know it is super rough. But again, the benefit of having kids and carrying on your legacy is priceless, bro. It is such a great feeling to see your kids grow up and mature, bro. Like, it's nothing more like it. Family is so important, man. It is so important. I can imagine somebody just wanted to be alone all your life, bro. Like, we are humans. We need each other, man. We need each other. And the fact that we just cannot grasp this concept and we're constantly just fighting with each other, it just gets annoying, bro. I get frustrated. I get frustrated seeing, other people behave like this. I truly don't understand how we just can't get it together, man. We just cannot get it together. So I don't know. I don't know if there is any hope for the human race. Like I said, I don't know if it's just an American thing, but like other countries, they don't have so much of a problem because again, in other countries you have more of your own people and you have like the same cultural beliefs, you have the same religious beliefs, so it's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple for two people to get together. That's why again, arranged marriages in other countries are a thing, multiple wives in other countries are a thing, because they all believe the same stuff. So it's not hard for two people of the same culture, the same nationality to get together. But you come over here, man, and we're messed up, bro. America's messed up. That's why like I'm not mad at people like, yo, forget America. I'm just gonna go to another country and just see what I can find. But then again, it's still hard because if you're from America, if you're American and you want to go somewhere else, I mean, again, you're gonna have to conform to their beliefs. Yeah, a lot of times you have to conform to their beliefs because they're not gonna conform to yours. They're not just gonna say, oh, whatever. You're an American. You're not a Muslim. You're not Jewish. You don't believe in this. You don't believe in, my family staying with me. Like, it's a lot of other things that just we don't understand because we haven't lived like that. But they do. That's what they believe. They're not just gonna automatically change just because you came in their life. You're gonna have to conform to them. So that's another thing. Like, it ain't that easy. Just go outside of America and find somebody. You're gonna have to, change your whole life too. You're gonna have to take some sacrifices. So arranged marriages do better than love marriages. I remember hearing a statistic about that. I think at one point, yeah, arranged marriages have worked out better. But then again, like arranged marriages, it's so tough because again, you're just being arranged with somebody who you don't know. It's really like a love at first sight type of situation, or love at blind, kind of, and you just have to learn how to like each other and then eventually love each other. So it's weird for me because again, that's not what I truly believe in. It's not how I grew up. But yeah, arranged marriages in some situations, I think at one point, they have done better than just typical love marriage. Saying Vin Diesel family, just don't be a passport bro. Yeah, passport bros. We ain't gonna talk about them, man. Passport bros is wild, wild